What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have the final review video on the Aoshima Toyota Crown. This particular one is a 2015 version. Well, that's one that's based on the kit. And this is my first build of 2024. I just kind of want to take a nice easy, quick build for the start of the year. Because my next project is going to be quite intense and you'll just have to stick around to the channel to see it. But yes, we got the Toyota Crown Athlrte here, and it looks absolutely amazing. And it was a nice simple kit. Aoshima, you know Aoshima, they're kind of like Tamiya. They're known as high quality, top-notch kits, and this is no other. It's really nice, and it looks absolutely incredible. I know a lot of my subscribers are not really into these modern sedans or these kind of modern cars, but I love them. I like building them, and you know, they're something different. I don't build them too often, so when I do build them, I really do enjoy them, and it's actually a really cool car. And of course, it's a Toyota. We're a Toyota family. We all have nothing but Toyotas, and I think this is just like perfect, and it's super cool. It's a Japan Toyota, but let's show you what we did to it. The color, I kind of want to do like a blue. This color really stands out, and I didn't know it was this poppy until I sprayed it, because on the bottle it looks a lot darker, but it's actually not as dark as I thought it would be, and it's actually really cool. So it's Splash Paint's Blue Velvet Met, or MET, Met, you want to call it. It's a really nice blue, and as you can see, it just looks so good. It's not too dark, and again, it's not too light. It's like in between, and it looks really good, especially on a sedan. This color would look good on like a Dodge Charger or any kind of sedan out there, because I did look up pictures, and they do, most factories, you want to call it, they use this blue on their sedans, and it looks really good. Did a black trim. I did a how-to video. I actually did a lot of how-to videos on this kit, because this kit gave me a lot of opportunities to do a bunch of how-to videos that I couldn't normally do. So I kind of want to share them. I did a full assembly how-to, like on how to get your body ready for primer and paint. This body was perfect because it had separate bumpers, side skirt, and you know, it had some mold lines, and it's perfect for that video. I did a full-on painting video, which again, this body was perfect because this body is huge. It's a huge body, so it made the video a little bit longer and made more enjoyable for people to really see. If it's like a shorter body, you know, it's kind of like, huh? But this body was perfect because it's as you can see, it's very long. And I did like a how-to video on the interior on how to do like clear lens over your gauge cluster. That was a pretty good one. And my recent one was the black trim on it. So I did 4 how-tos on this build, and it worked out perfect. I've been wanting to do this how-tos for a while. Finally got them out, and I don't have to worry about them ever again. Well, for a while, then I might probably do an update on them in the years down the road, but very cool. But enough of that. Yeah, the color, amazing. There is a lot of separate parts. This kit, the Aoshima kits, they're really known for separate parts. This kit has over 140 parts. And this is, there's no engine in this kit. It's a full curbside, over 140 parts in a curbside kit. That's actually pretty insane. You do have tons of clear parts, and I mean tons, because the taillights are in 2 pieces. You get the clear lens, and you get the reverse, and your hazard lights down there. You get your headlights. You got some fog lights down there, and then you get your little indicator, or you know, turn signal mirrors on your mirror caps, which is pretty cool. I never done a model with that, so that's actually pretty neat. And you get these tiny, very tiny fog lights down here. Those are super tiny. If you are not really good with tiny parts, that's gonna suck. Lucky for me, I dealt with small parts, but if you're not really into the small parts, make sure if you want to, just go with the added bumper style, the early version of this car, with the round fog lights. Those are, you know, a bit bigger to work with, but these modern fog lights, they're super tiny. And of course, on the real car, they're full LED. And then you do get your you know, lights down there, not lights, but they're reflectors down there, which they're required. So those are pretty tiny as well. So yeah, there's a lot of clear parts in this kit. Those are separate. The grill is separate. So I had to mask off. This grill, particular one for the modern version that you do have, it is all chrome. So of course I stripped the chrome, paint it all black, then mask off the black so I can paint the chrome around it. So that wasn't so bad. And then only thing extra for the exterior, I did stick with the stock wheels or kit wheels because I thought it was pretty unique and actually looked good in this blue. Normally I go with black or like really dark gray rims and some different rims fully, but I figured, you know what, I haven't done a box stock kit in a long time. So I figured let's do these rims, and they actually look really nice, and they're like a chromey aluminum finish. So they're not fully chrome, but they're not like fully aluminum. They're like a really nice chromey finish on them. It looks pretty cool. Aluminum finish, chromey look to them. It looks really nice. So that's it for the exterior. Oh yeah, and also you do have the choice to do a sunroof. I did a sunroof, and I kept the sunroof lens out because I kind of want it to look like it's open. So that's it for the exterior. The interior, it's pretty nice. I kind of want to do a two-tone because this is the Toyota Athlrte. The Athlrte is the sportier trim of the Toyota Crown, or they call it short for A. They do have the Toyota Crown S, which is the more luxury version. It's basically the same car, but you know, only different is the main front grille is only different. But that's more like a you know, luxury version. So for a sporty version, doesn't matter if it's a luxury or this one is the same interior. For this one, I kind of want to do like a red interior because it's sporty. Sporty cars, which you're supposed to have like red or you know, some nice poppy color interior. So we did a two-tone red and black interior. So that looks really good. Got some red seatbelts in there. That's the only thing aftermarket, and everything else is, you know, box stock. Dashboard, I did a two-tone red and black. They have like a silver radio system because this is a 2015. Usually Toyota was still doing like a silver, you know, kind of outdated radio systems back then. So did that. Did a little bit of carbon fiber, nothing too major because I didn't want to do full carbon in the interior because I didn't do any on the exterior. Toyota is not really into carbon fiber. They don't really do that because they try to keep the price down, but they do some interior carbon fiber on some of their cars. But for exterior, you're hardly gonna find any exterior carbon fiber from factory from Toyota. So, but you will find some on the interior if you get lucky, or if you want to spend that extra buck to get some nice carbon in there. But yeah, very nice interior. Looked good. Got it flocked, and it looks really nice. Chassis, there's nothing to speak about because it's full carbon, or full carbon. It's full curbside. So you do have part of your engine mode in. You do have your front portion separate and your back portion separate, and you know, there's some detail painting. The back part of the exhaust is motor separate, so you can paint that with airbrush. The full exhaust system I did in Flayhill aluminum because I didn't feel like masking off the front portion of the exhaust, because I just do that by hand. It looks better and cleaner by hand for me. But the suspension and stuff is pretty cool because this kit offers like full like spring suspension, because this kit you do have screws, but with those screws that controls your ride height. So tighter you tighten the screws, more it compresses the springs, and more lower it lowers the car. So you do have different stance of cars, so you can loosen the springs and you can get more higher stance. But for me, I tighten them pretty tight so I could have this lower look, and it looked really cool. And yes, they do spring. There we go. So look at that. It looks pretty cool. I might loosen the back ones because I think the back ones are a little bit too tight, but front ones are perfect. The front ones are right where I want them, but it looks really cool. It's actually pretty neat. And again, for me, I was gonna fill in those screws with super glue. That way bothers you, but for me, I kept them because when's the next time you're gonna flip the car over and see the chassis? Hardly any. When you take it to model car shows, just don't put it on like a mirror display. Just put it on the table itself. No one's ever gonna see the chassis. So who cares if it's a curbside or not? And this engine, it's a modern engine, so you do have engine covers, and you know, most modern engines are not really exciting to look at because I believe this car has, you know, a 4-cylinder, or I think this is a V6 because this car is actually rear-wheel drive. But again, it's still not, you know, fully, you know, nice to look at. You know, it's a modern engine. Modern engines are just full wires and hoses and stuff. So to me, that doesn't really bother me. But that's it for this build. It was amazing. Good first build of a year. Just want to take it easy and go slow, and I'm doing a nice quick build. And this, I've been wanting to do this one for a while, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna break beans and bring it out, and let's do it. So it looks very cool. this is basically like a oversized sedan. If you kind of look at the Camry, the Toyota Camry is a mid-sized sedan, and then the Toyota Corolla is a compact sedan. So this is kind of like the U.S. version of the, well, it's not a thing anymore, they discontinued it, but it was, I believe this car was actually based on, or Toyota kind of took the familiar theme from the Toyota, what is it, the Toyota, I can't remember the name of it, jeez, but it's like it's our Toyota. I'll put a picture of your screen, and it looks very similar. The grille is pretty similar. It's kind of like a Lexus and Toyota in one, because Lexus does those big grills. Toyota's not really known for those big grills, but it's very cool how the Japan Toyota did this car, and it looks pretty nice. I wouldn't mind driving this in America. I mean, because they don't really make this, you know, left-hand drive cars. These cars are only right-hand drive. It's very few they made this particular Crown right-hand drive for different countries, but they're mainly in Japan. So very cool. And Avalon, there we go. Found a name, Toyota Avalon. Found it's very similar to the U.S. version of the Toyota Avalon, because the Avalon was not in Japan. The Toyota Avalon, the Toyota Camry, and the Toyota Corolla are actually not the Corolla. The Corolla is both in Japan and U.S., but the Toyota Crown, or the Toyota Camry and Avalon, are only U.S. and Canada cars and Mexico cars. But very cool. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. I know, like I said, there's not many of you really like these type of cars that I build on the channel. But hopefully my next video, or my next build, you guys will enjoy it much more. But stay tuned. There's some pictures of it in a photo booth at the end of the video. But until my next video, and until my next build, I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.